One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Madden. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Adkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Turning it on. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffaloes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And the Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll give it to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. When up top on second down, that leaves them needing a yard here on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adkins. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Keller. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Great job on the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got him downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Archon Jayhawk. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Torgerson.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O's. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Adkins. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Madden. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Got a man. It's Adkins. Oh, he's got some space. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Run in the red zone. It's Keller. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. He makes the catch at the 10. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palm.
Gashing the knee on the right. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Kansas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. They go to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Hits the open man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Buffaloes have taken it inside the 20. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Right out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Colorado. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He unleashes a long one. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. Gets away from one, finds room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Makes it past the marker. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
A strike downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here's the handoff. He's past the 30, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Finds his man in the middle.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. And the Jayhawks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And, man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.